All right, we're back for episode 20. I can't believe I've got 20 episodes already. Okay, so last time we got back to base with some goodies from our exploring the second map, and we did a lot with the bees, the honey. I failed at trying to land in honey, but I did some research, and I know how that one works now. We have our first copper golem. He's sorting our stuff and accidentally going into the nether, so we had to protect our nether portal a little bit. So tonight, I want to get the sticky situation. I know how to do that one now. We did the wax on, but we need to do the wax off. And there's one for the power of books that's putting a comparator next to a chiseled bookcase, which seems easy enough. So I thought I would give that one a try. I think I have everything I need for that one. So we'll do those before we leave the base, and then we'll start exploring the second map. And then I'm thinking I still need to eat the golden apple. So if you look at all of our foods here, we've gotten most of them. The only thing left is the golden apple, the enchanted golden apple, which we need to find, and the chorus fruit, which we're not going to get until we go to an end city. So the only one that I can still eat right now is that golden apple. So I think finishing the second map is going to be a good enough achievement to go ahead and eat that apple. So I've already got it on me, and let's go ahead and get into the game. Oh, and the last thing, we're going to try to name some of our animals. I've already got names for my first cat, and I have Ender, the dog, so we'll get name tags, and we'll stop by there and name it. We have an anvil over at the village base, so I can go over there and name that one. And then I made a list of all the things that my viewers can help me name. So far, we have the tuxedo cat over at the first village. That one was named Minecraft by Chaos Bubs. I have a white horse over there with diamond armor. That one still needs a name. The dog that's on this base, the one that, as soon as I get into the game is going to be at my feet next to my bed. That one needs a name. My other channel, Evergreen Growth Journey, I'm going to name my Zodless mount. So that one's going to be Nauti, short for Zombie Nautilus. So Nauti. And then the end portal base, we're going to name that one Ender. Dog 45 US4, name that one. And then we have the white cat that we named at the bamboo village, and there was a black cat there that I was going to try to tame. So the white and black cat there are going to need names. And maybe the kitten, because I was going to try to breed those since I know I've got two cats right there together. And then I've got a bunch of traveling merchant llamas. I'm probably going to end up with a collection of those. So those are open. If you have good names for llamas, I trained a llama named Peru back when I was going to Georgia Tech and taking an experimental psychology class. So I'll probably name one of those myself, just because I have to have a llama named Peru. We have our copper golem that's going to need a name. We have a bunch of bees now, but I don't know. I mean, they tend to wander away. I don't know if people want to name those, but if you have a good name for a bee, you're welcome to name a bee. And I have lots of chickens, but we're not going to name the chickens and cows. Those are, you don't name food unless you got good food names to name them. I don't know, maybe. So let's go ahead and get into the game and have some fun. All right, so we got the sticky situation. We have not that one. We have this one, the power of books. So read the power signal of a chiseled bookshelf using a comparator. So we just have to make those and set them next to each other, and I think that achieves that one. And then for the husbandry, we need to do the wax off, which we can do right here, I think. I don't know if it'll let me do it with the shield on. It tends to not let me clean it, but if I do that,
Ferret_KJ has made the advancement
easy
wax
one.
off.
All right, we got one right out of the bat. Hadn't even left the house. All right, yeah. So we do have a lot of the map to explore here. I think it looks right. It is a weird overlap where the little tower that I was going to put at the corner didn't line up with the corner of the map, but it looks okay. So yeah, we'll go with it. Okay. We need to put more wax on that, or that light's going to get dim, isn't it? Let's go see if we have any extra wax. We don't have any extra wax, but we'll keep an eye on the bees over here. Actually, we'll probably sleep before we head out. Okay, so our next one is these blocks. So what I was doing wrong is you don't land on the blocks. You kind of stick to them and fall. So if we grab those, and I stick them up a little bit higher. Like if I stick them here, I think I could really just do that kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see if I can land on the edge of it. I don't know if that's going to work. Well, actually, if I do this, that's going to put me right at the edge. So we can do... There we go.
KJ has made the
That did it.
sticky situation.
I was that close. I was that close. I was watching that video after I'd done the research, and it's like, I was just an idiot. I just kept landing on those blocks. I was thinking slime blocks. I think that's what confused me. I was thinking it was more like a slime block. But we have achieved that one. Let's go ahead and clean up all of our mess here. Although it's kind of nice having a little diving board up here. I might have to incorporate that into the design somewhere else. Alright, and we'll just get down quickly, get all of our ladders and cobblestone back. I did look at what levels different ores spawn, so like where you're going to find them most commonly. So I'm thinking I may do some mining later if we get everything else done and I've still got some time to play. We'll just kind of go under the base and start clearing out things at the right levels. Because you see, I really need some iron. If I'm going to be making anything where I need, you know, tools or, hoppers, all kinds of things, I need a lot of iron. So yeah, we need to collect some. Let's see. Our portal is protected now, so he can't wander through it. But, so we'll put those there. I kind of want to carry that with me now. I don't know why. Yeah, we're going to have to make some more storage space. Our storage is pretty much all used up. Oh, I did notice one thing too. I had put some redstone into the copper golem's chest, and then he put it, and it looked like it went into the first available spot. So I wanted to test that because I noticed it was weird that it was, when I did like the automatic and moved it up, it didn't stack with what was there where I'd expected it, because I didn't notice there was one up top. So if I give it to him, it should go in this spot. I want to test that real quick. So I'm going to put that in there and see what he does. Not sure what he's putting away in there. What are you doing in my house, buddy? What are you carrying? Oh, he's carrying the bamboo. Is he going to put it in there? I don't know. It looks like we may have to take the bamboo from him. Not sure what he's doing. He is really cute. Yeah, I was trying to make a thumbnail for the videos, and yeah, it didn't know what to do with a copper golem. It kept making an iron golem and making it copper color. I accepted the closest I could find. Yeah, we're gonna. Do I need a free hand to take it from him? Yeah, here we go. I'll take it. There you go. You take care of that. Alright, so he's going to try all of them. And I'll just toss that in there for now. Okay, so he should put it into this one. Okay, so he did put it away. Yeah. So I have to be careful of that. If I'm going to have like an automatic thing, he doesn't put it in the stack where it exists. He puts it in the first available spot. So good to be aware of that. Don't know if that will be an issue, but I'm probably going to have to do some research before I start trying to do a sorting by copper golem storage area in the base. I am looking forward to having a storage area though. Now what does he do if there's nothing for him to sort? Does he just hang out and keep opening and closing that one chest? Yeah. Is he going to check it again? Yeah. Alright, so every 5 seconds or so he checks the chest. I feel like I should give him something else to do besides just taking things out of the chest. I just don't know what that would be. Alright. So we got 2 of the achievements, or the advancements. We need to do the bookshelf. Alright, so we need the chiseled bookshelf. So we just need to make some slabs. Alright, chiseled bookshelf. Okay, and then we need a comparator. Okay, so we need redstone, nether quartz, and some stone. I don't know that we have stone. Oop. So let's go ahead and we'll make some stone. And I'll go ahead and grab that redstone out of there. And I know I've got quartz. There we go. Our bees are doing their thing. We need our shears while that's cooking. And we can go ahead and get some more wax. And we can re-wax the one that we unwaxed. Our copper light in our room here. Yeah, I do need to start harvesting that now that they're making it grow faster. Okay, did these have honey? No, those aren't ready yet. Okay. Alright, so we will switch that. And we will re-wax that one. I think we're good now. We can put this in here. We'll keep all of our bee stuff together. Okay, that should be ready. Oh. Okay, well, we have enough. We'll go ahead and finish that one. There we go. Alright, comparator, so we need to make the redstone torches. So I think it just makes one. Yep. There we go. Redstone comparator. Got extra there. Okay. We'll be picking it back up, I guess. So let's set that there. I think it just goes in that way. And then we'll make a little line there just to see what it does. Okay, now we need books. Do we have books? There we go. We got some books. Okay, so I think once we put a book in there, it will work. Is that just putting a book in your hand? Nope. I think I've got the comparator wrong. It's been a while since I've done the redstone. I have to remember how to do all this. There we go.
Has made the advancement the power of books.
Okay. So let's see what it does if I added a book to it. Okay. Well, how far is that signal going? Okay. Interesting. Okay, cool. All right, that's 3 advancements right there. Easy. So I think that puts us at 45. Let me double check that real quick. I think that's where we're at. All right, so we'll get back to here. All right, yeah, we're at 45. Doing good. All right, back to the game. Okay. I think that's all the advancement I was planning to work tonight. We might, make progress on other things, but I didn't have any that I was like trying to complete something tonight. I guess that can go back in our other chest over here. I don't think we had any. No. Yeah, it's just kind of our junk chest at this point. Yeah, I guess I can put that down here with those. I'm going to go ahead and grab those so that we can use them once we go back and get to the anvil. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get one for the... Yeah, I've got 2 on me. What is the thing to make more? Name tag. Okay, it's just an ore and a paper. Let's go ahead and make some more. Let's see. So we got some paper. We'll make 5 more. Oh, and we need ores. There we go. We'll make some more name tags to take with us. We'll keep those in the inventory so I can start naming things. Alright, so I can at least name the dog over there. I could name one of these Peru. I can go ahead and choose one. It'd be one of these. Let's go ahead and check our bees real quick before we go. Alright, bees look good. We'll take that. Let's go ahead and drop these back off too. I don't think I've got a spot for those. Okay, there we go. And let's go with honey this time. Oh, just the one. Okay. Alright, anything else we need to do before we start heading out? Alright, I would take you, but I think it's probably better to take a boat if we're going to be exploring a map. Don't want to lose you while we're going places, and I can't pick you up the same way I pick up a boat. Alright. And we do have all the storage space here, but if I start putting things in there, I can't pick it up anymore. So, we're going to have to go with just using this boat empty. And we'll just carry what we can carry. Now I could make another ender chest. That would give me some more storage space while I'm out exploring. It's tempting, but I think I only have 1 eye of ender at the moment. Yeah, we'll wait until I've got more eyes of ender. Alright. Oh, that's cool, seeing the sun disappear if you look up as the rain starts. So it's overcast and the rain went away. Yeah, that's kind of the weather I've got here. Went out to the garden before it got dark outside. And yeah, it was, I don't know, very humid and overcast, so it felt almost swampy out in the garden. And then I was walking around looking at the path. I have where I'd mulched the path in the garden. And there was a mushroom already growing out of it. So yeah, it's that kind of weather right now. Okay, that's a pig. I thought I saw an ocelot over there. It was just a pig. Yeah, I did read up on how to tame the cats, so hopefully I do better next time and it's not hilarious me running around trying to force it into the water so I can get it to stay still. I'm the one that needs to stay still, and then it'll come to me. I just have to be, you know, quiet and let it come to me, and it'll take the fish from me. Well, in theory, we'll see how well that works in practice. Alright, almost over to the village. Taking our little entrance way here. Yeah, and after I had those drowned attack me when I was doing the moving, every time I go through this section, I double check to see if there's any drowned down there. Alright, so we got our portal over here. It's been a little while since we've been over to the village. Alright, we got our horse over here. Needs a name. And if I don't get a suggestion for the name, I'm thinking something with Never Ending Story, maybe. Kind of has that look. And if you can put the horse's name from Never Ending Story in the comments, yeah, I'd be impressed both that you knew the name and that you put that name out there as what I could name my horse. Alright. So many iron golems here. Wow. And let's see if the cleric's in the house. Oh, yep, he is now. He just beat us to the house. Hi, taking care of the place? Alright, and there's Minecraft, our first named pet. Good to see you. Alright, and then we need the forge here. And we will get out a name tag. We'll get out 2 name tags. Okay, so the first one is for the dog. It's going to be Ender. And then I'm going to name my Nautilus Zombie Nautilus Nauti. There we go. Alright, cool. We have 2 name tags ready to head out into the world. Yeah, we do have a lot of diamonds in there, so it would be nice to take another ender chest with me. I do have the Silk Touch pickaxe, so I can pick it up, and I did confirm that that is still part of the game. You have to have a Silk Touch to pick it up. But it doesn't have to be diamond. I didn't see anything that said it had to be a diamond one. So I think we're still good picking it up. Yeah, I think we're good. I don't think there's anything else I need to take with me. Okay, we're just checking to see what else we have here. We've got a little bit of iron, but not really enough to even bother taking it with us. No. Let's see. Yeah, nothing there I really need to take back to base either. So I think we're good.
Respawn point set.
Okay, it is nighttime. Okay. Thought it was still daytime and rainy. Or maybe you can't... Oh, you can sleep during a thunderstorm. Okay. Alright, well, nice. We got to reset spawn. And most importantly, we get to reset the phantoms coming after us. Okay. Alright. Let's see that. Nice. Nauti. Alright. Sun's coming up. The village is looking well protected. The golems are not all damaged because I'm not here to force all the mobs to spawn. He's got a little damage. Did I bring iron with me? I didn't bring iron with me. Interesting. Alright, well, I will do the best thing I can do and leave town. You'll be safe if I'm not here. Okay, let's grab those. Is there any food I want to grab from here? I think it's all beetroot, and I didn't bring bowls with me. Alright, we'll go with that. Yeah, this was a great starting village. Especially since there's a second village right there. So we got 2 villages right here together, and it's not too far from spawn. Alright, let's take our boat and head to the end. Nah, let's go through the nether. I haven't been through the nether in a little bit. But we're going to take our boat with us. Okay. That sword's looking pretty rough, but we do have a nice one to follow that one. Alright. Let's go through the portal. Alright, and we're through. You know, I need to check, see if there's a way that I can make my space bar less noisy. I hear it every time I jump, and it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Alright, no magma cubes. It's nice to use that looting 3 sword to try to get some magma cubes to get the magma creams there. I had an idea, and I just wanted to check. Okay. I'm going to take that with me to the base. I don't have to take all the blackstone. But I want to... I think I need to gather the... Let's see, what it is right here is our portal's here. But if you go around the back side, there's lava right there on the other side of the wall. So somehow it's going through that corner, I guess, to hit my bench. So I don't really want to take the lava up. What if I just put a block right there for now? Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see if that prevents it from turning my my workbench into a flaming workbench. I don't know if it'll burn it up. I don't know if it'll just get the flame and sit there. I mean, I could always do that, so it can't do it. You know what? Why don't I do this and solve two problems? Now I can smelt. Oh, I guess I want to use that spot. Oop, put it there. And I still love that. Looks like a tree. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but yeah, I always put them that way so that I can see the tree. Okay. Enough distraction. But what I was saying is I wanted to get some black stone wall because to keep the copper golem from going through the nether portal, I had to put up a little barrier there. And I'm thinking that the black stone might look better with our nether portal. Let's actually test it while we're right here because it's going to be a little bit before we get back to the other base to do it. Yeah, see that looks better than the deep slate. Oh, did it go through? Oh well. We'll check for that on the other side. Pretty sure it went through. Yeah, got to be careful what you put next to another portal. It'll suck it up. I do want to go out and explore this at some point. Oh, and just deja vu. Last time I was here doing this, my mic wasn't on. Yeah, learned that lesson. So now I'll do a little mic check and camera check before I start these every time. Alright. Yeah, we're going to have to go out and explore that sometime. It looks cool, but it's very dangerous, and I do have potions now, so I mean, I could be fireproof. It's not nearly as dangerous if you don't get burned. Alright, but for now, let's go up to the nether hub and go over to our end base. I'm thinking, did I do that wrong? Is it over here that I need to be? It's been a little while since I've been here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's the way. I need to put a sign over there. Do I have extra signs? No. Yeah, I'm not going to make a sign for that right now. Because I'm probably going to expand this at some point anyway. There we go. Okay. Island, end. Yeah, I'm running. I should keep my food down there on the bar. Yeah, there's still two biomes in the nether that I have to find. So we're going to have to come back and do some exploration here. Plus, we'll be looking for the netherite at some point. We will spend a lot of time here when we get to that part of the game. Alright, down we go. And we had to stop and take a look at the view. Nice. Alright, onward, downward. Whoop, and quick downward. And we'll go check on the, whoops. We'll go check on, yeah, he's still over there, so we need to come back with the warp fungus on a stick. See if we can get him over into the portal, but I'm gonna have to make a better path for him because there's not room for him with this build right now. So we'll have to make a way to get him into the overworld. And if he's coming into the overworld, he's gonna be coming in right here. So we're gonna have to make sure that we have somewhere for him to go once he gets here. The idea is he needs to go across, I think, like 50 blocks or something of lava. It's a pretty good distance. So we're gonna have to get a bunch of lava ready, and yeah, I'm gonna have to plan that out. Not quite ready for that one, but we'll work on that one later. There is an advancement just for riding it, so I mean, we could do like a little test run to get him through, store him somewhere, and then get the lava set up later. Okay. Alright, so Ender. gets a name. Oh, let me eat something. Wow. I did get hungry from all that. Yeah, no watermelon. You have to eat a lot of them. There we go. All right, Ender. How you doing, boy? Yay! It's Ender. Very nice. I like that one. All right, we'll get a quick screenshot of Ender in his little doghouse. Awesome. Okay. Now that we're here, well, I can put that one away for later. Let's see, is there anything else we need to do while we're here? Level 26, we could spend some time and enchant something, but I didn't have anything really that needs to be enchanted. Wow, that hoe's about gone. Gonna have to make another hoe when we find another village so that we can gather the haystacks. Let's see. I think I'm good. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Yeah, and there's the golden apple. So when we finish the map, we get that. Speaking of the map, let's get that out. Okay, so we are there on the map now. Oh, you know what? I need to make a copy of the map for here. So that way it shows up once we get it back. We do have one. We can copy it when we get back to base, and then I can bring one back here, and then it'll put the little indicator where the other map is. So, okay. And it looks like sun's about to go down, so we can go ahead and look around here. I think I want to go down the bubble vader again real quick. Just go check on things here, just to pass a little bit of time so we can get to night, sleep, and then we'll head out in the morning. Alright, yeah, I'm really enjoying the playtime tonight. And part of it is, oh look, we got a traveling merchant. Let's see what he's got. Hello. Hay bales, which I do have an inner chest down there that has all my hay bales. I can come back up and get that. We got 3 baked potatoes, so not enough to get that one. Okay, so we can come back with some hay bales real quick. Oh, if we can find him. He's going invisible on us. Alright, let's go down. Yeah, I love these bubble vaders. It's so much fun. And get out. There we go. Alright, let's check here. Tell you what, since Nauti is over there, I'm going to go ahead and put that there so I don't lose it. I know I want those back at base. What else needs to go in there? I think I'm good with that. This goes in my inventory. He only took 2 last time, so I'm not expecting him to take a lot. Yeah, I think I'm good with that. Okay, we do have a little bit of iron here. Oh, meant to grab that. We can go ahead and have those smelting. And we'll take a little bit of iron with us, just because we're probably going to need it at some point. I don't think we're going to need any gold or copper. Yeah, I'm good with that. And since they're piled up, let's go ahead and... There we go. Nice. It's not a bad XP farm. I mean, it's not amazing, but starting out, I mean, that's not too bad. And look at there. I'm going to go ahead and take some of that with us too. Lucky 7. Alright, and then my little makeshift way to get up here. Last time we were here, we're starting another level here just to give us more things to do while we're still in spawn range. Plus it gives us a cool spot to watch them drop. And I can just hop right back there and knock their feet. Very nice. That works. Did we have anything that we wanted to enchant while I'm here? I don't think so. I mean, we got our fortune pick with efficiency. I would love to have mending on that, but we don't have mending. Actually, let's check, see what book is up next. And we'll go ahead and check that sword. Alright, so the sword is sharpness. Don't have to have that. Book, respiration. Not bad, but not an essential enchant at the moment. Alright, I think we're good. We'll see if we can find him up top. Go ahead and sleep in our bed. And then we're ready to fill in some map. Yeah, we'll get those while we're here. Kind of trying to break my sword because it's right there at the end, and I have a better one coming up. Alright, 28. And while I was doing that, we already need more food. Alright, and up we go. The up's the fun one, because you kind of shoot. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. So we, yep. Yes, that knockback on the sword. There we go, it broke. I like the knockback if it's like a situational thing where it makes sense, but a lot of times it's just annoying because you have to like wait for them to come back so you can finish them off. It just kind of extends the battles. Alright, there we go. Looking good, looking good. Let's toss the zombie flesh in there. Switch our sword so we're ready. And see if we can find him to go ahead and give him some hay bales real quick. Get a couple of emeralds before we leave. Kind of listening for him as much as looking for him. Oh, there he is. Oh, I'll protect you. There you go. You gonna give me a discount for that? Saved your life, dude. Come on. Discount. No. Only 2, huh? Alright, well, we'll end up with more if we find a village. Yeah, I didn't have... Well, I guess I did have potatoes. There was potatoes that the zombies had dropped. So I could have gotten one more emerald, but I think we're good. Alright, we'll put that there. Close enough. Alright. See you later. Travel safe. Stay out of the nether. Alright. Let's say goodbye to Ender. Alright, good boy. Guard the place for us. Okay, so we are here. We can just head south. We can kind of hit the border of the water, see how much we can fill in. Yeah, why don't we start with just heading south right here. See what this does for us. Alright, we got another boat. We didn't actually do this boat. We can go ahead and do it while we're here. I don't think I've done a sideways boat yet. Ship. Yeah, father-in-law was in the Navy. I always feel weird when I'm saying boat and ship because I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Alright, there we go. Protection. Paper, which, yeah, won't hurt to take a little paper with us. We'll take that one because we used it all up the last time we did fireworks. Alright, so that's good. Okay, how many chests are on a ship like this? It's on its side, which is pretty cool, actually. I think there's one there, but we have to figure out how to get in and out safely. I think just doing this is probably my best, safest route. Oh, that one's got the good stuff. Alright, emeralds and nuggets. And we will go ahead and grab that chest. Oh, and there was air, so we couldn't have drowned in here anyway, so perfect. Alright, now, is there another chest? Where would a third chest be if it exists? In the hold? There? Yeah, I think I see one there. That would be here, maybe? thought I saw a chest. Oh, yep, there it is. Alright, paper, empty map. There we go. We could copy the map. Alright, empty map and buried treasure map. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab that one. And we'll go ahead and grab that block. Okay, well, since we're this close, I can't not go back, right? Thing is, do we have any leather? We need a leather. Well, I guess we're going ashore and looking for leather. I know we have wolves, so there's probably sheep over there because they're usually hunting the sheep. There's the traveling merchant. Let's check the chest over here, see if we have any leather. No, no leather. Add those there, that's full. Those there. You know what? That stuff makes sense to go ahead and put it in the inner chest, so I guess we're not leaving yet. Let's go ahead and do a little quick inventory stuff here at this base. Before I go down the bubble vader, let me check to see if there are any cows. Keep an ear out for cows. I don't think cows are really in the taiga though. So we probably need to find a different zone. I see sheep feet. I hear sheep. I do have the bed on me so we can sleep as we're exploring. We're in an area where there could be cows. Oh, wow, that's a cool ship. Inventory's got space. Yeah, let's go take a look. Oh, we've been there. Ah, yeah, we've been there. That was where we saw a Zaudelus out in the water. And we were on that boat, and that's where we threw an ender pearl on that little island there. Yeah, so we've been here. But I don't know if I checked this out, because I was worried about the Zaudelus at the time. Let's see. Oh, yep, I guess I did. Let's go ahead and grab the chest so we know we've already gotten it. Did I grab it? Maybe. Okay. Oh, there it is. It's like I knew I didn't hear the little sound that it makes when you pick it up. Yeah, because that was a nice little fishing spot, just getting out at the end of it. Alright. Still need leather. Thinking over there in the forest, maybe? I don't want to go crazy far, but we are exploring the map, so it's, you know, dual purpose. There's some bees over there, but I think we're set up on bees for now. Oh, a odd enderman out during the day, and yeah. Yeah, this is all beach. We do need some sand, don't we? Let's gather some sand while I'm here on the beach. And we'll rescue a turtle. Nice. There you go. You're free. Go swim. Yeah, I was thinking I'd like to make some dynamite and try to see how much sand we can collect with dynamite. I was watching the video and they made it sound like that was a great way to do it. I don't think I've ever tried that, but might as well. Alright, that's got to be enough sand for now, right? It's for glass and bottles and all the stuff. And if I'm going back to that chest, if I can find some leather, then I will be able to put it away there and I won't have to carry it all with me. Okay. Wow, yeah. That was a lot. You collect a lot of sand if you're not paying attention. Let's do that. Free up a space. Okay. Alright, we got enough space for a cow. Oh, there's a different doggy. You want to try to get a different dog? Oh, I need to eat. Watermelon is not the best food when you're going on a trip like this. Okay. Oh, we just got something. Alright. There we go. We got a new doggy. Alright, what'd you get? Well, I'll take your food. Well, if I have a spot to put it somewhere, where can I put it? Yep, and then we'll put these away. Let me see. What kind of dog is that one? Let's take a look. So that's our second dog. It's a woods dog. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, well, let's not leave you here. We're gonna let you follow me back. Okay, there's pig. We need cow. What am I seeing over there? Is that one of the little oasis things? Have we found a desert finally? I didn't bring my boat. Alright, it's getting nighttime. I do have a bed. I can sleep so I don't have to worry about stuff at night. We really just need a cow. It seems like a place I could find a cow. It's just, are we gonna get lucky? Yep, watch the hole there. Oh, there's the cows. Alright. I feel like I should use the looting just to get the best chances of getting things. Alright. Let's see, I can put that away, I guess I can keep that. And did we get any leather? I don't think I got leather. Oh, no, there's a leather. We got 4 leather. Alright, we're good. So that one goes there. Alright, those can go here. No. It's gonna go there. Alright. Come along, little doggy. Let's get back to somewhere safe before it gets too dark. Alright. Let's jump. Alright, yeah, we got respiration and depth strider. So let's go ahead and fill in this little part of the map while we're swimming with our doggy. I think doggy should show up when we get to the shore. I'll go to that little spot next to the firefly bush. Ooh, look at that moon. That's a cool moon through the cloud. Alright, back to shore. I want to hear the dog shake. Make sure it's good. There he goes. Good boy. Alright. Okay, so we have another woods dog now that's going to need a name. I'm going to leave him with the ender over at the base for now. Oh, look at that. I think I'm going to come back to that when I don't have ender, because I don't want ender, well, not ender, I don't want our new dog falling in lava. So we'll come back to that by boat. We're almost back to base, I think. Yeah, I did leave my boat, so yeah, we do have to swim back or go across the mob-infested beach. Which we could do that. I've got a dog in tow, so trying to be a little careful. Yeah, by avoiding the beach that has the creeper on it. Alright, let's go over here. This will be a good spot for him to shake off. Alright, you gonna shake off? Oh, do we lose our doggy? Did we go too far without going to land? I think we did. Alright, but we are close to our boat. Why don't we grab the boat and get the dog that way? We know where to find it. That's a interesting cave there too. Yeah, I think it's just that entrance, not that one. Looks like it caved in. Yeah. Oh, we got drowned. Drown carrying... What are you carrying? What is that? Fishing pole? I don't know if you dropped it, if it was something. I don't see an item that fell, so I don't think he dropped whatever he was holding. Okay. Let's get back to base. We'll sleep, put some things away, grab our boat, go back and get our dog. Yeah. Alright, sleep. Okay. Do have inventory spot. I can just grab the boat. And let's go put some stuff away real quick. Ooh, watch those creepers. Oh. Alright. Are they still over there? I would love to get one of them to shoot the creeper. I just don't know that we could do that. I don't know if we can get the angle to get them to do it. Nope, there's a creeper. Where'd the creeper go? Definitely don't want to lure it back over here. Okay, there's the... Let's see if we can get a shot. We need to lure the creeper in front of them. They should be fairly stationary because they don't want to get out. Oh, creeper went to that little area there. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can get him to shoot it before he dies. No, nope, he's faster. Oh, that one died. Oh, nope, he died. Yeah, see, this is when... Oh, what's that? Okay. Yeah, this is when the... Oh, I'm full. I don't have a spot for it. Yeah, this is where the knockback would be useful. When you're fighting stuff like that. Alright, there we go. Finally get my words out. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to have to put stuff away down there because I am out of room. Okay, let's go down. We'll store some stuff, and then we will go back and rescue the new dog. And eventually we'll start exploring the map. Yeah, we got a little dip in the map at least. Okay. Alright, well those can go here. That'll free up some space. We don't need all the paper. That doesn't need to go there though. Let's see, we can set those there. Some of the stuff we can just toss in here. Oh, the leather is the thing that we were here for. That's. I'm going to go ahead and put most of these in that chest because this is probably where we'll smelt it. Because we have the kelp. Well, we put the kelp in there, but that'll give us something to do. We can make glass while we're waiting on experience. Alright, got iron there. Toss those, keep that. We need the map to make a second map. We'll keep the buried treasure map here since we got it from that one. Okay, so we want to make an item frame. that. And then I need to grab my map. And then we can make a copy of the map. Place that map on the wall. Where's a good spot? Yeah, we'll do it here. So, well, no, we want to do it here. That'll be the southern map, and then we'll do another one above it. Okay, so that's this map that we're working now. So we have a copy there, and that's where it is. So we need this map instead of the other map, so that it's going to have the little marker where this base is. They get so noisy. I'm gonna have to hit their feet in a moment. Alright, let's see. We can grab paper, gunpowder, grab all this stuff and take it out. Keep that. We can leave those here. That can stay. We'll cook those when we get to a good spot somewhere. Okay, yeah, I think I'm good with that. Is it dark down here? Alright, let's see. Alright, I'm going to toss those. We'll put those there because those need to go back to the other base. Those can stay here. Paper can go there. These can go in there. That goes with us. Trade that for those. Alright, I think we are set. As soon as we hit their feet. Wow. Yeah, with a diamond. Oh, wow. I almost want to stay and enchant something. We're so close. Oh, no, I can toss those in there. I guess we can put those down there. I don't know. I think it's got to be there. Yeah, but then we'll add another row here. Okay. All right. What else do we need to do? Are we good? All right. So that's plenty of iron with us. So I'm gonna grab another one of these bags. Just because we've got so much already in those bags, we don't really have the extra space. Actually, let's go ahead and grab 2 bags. Since we're not doing the ender chest, we'll do those as extra space. We can collect, well, might as well grab them all. I know. I'll regret it if I don't get them all. Plus, you can kind of, you know, do that and they don't take up any space. There we go. We'll do that. That way, it's only taking up 1 space. I think we're good. I'm going to keep getting distracted if I don't leave. And I'm going to hit these guys' feet and hit level 30. And we're going to have to enchant something. Ah. Alright, so what are we enchanting? I'm so close. I have to enchant something. What can we enchant? We do have some diamonds now. We could start working on diamond chestplate, maybe. We do have enough. Do we want to go ahead and get a diamond chestplate? I think I already answered that one, huh? I already made it. Right. And there should be 30. Alright. Oh, we need some of the lapis. Alright, let's hope it has something good. Protection. That could be other good stuff. I'm kind of hesitant to go with just a protection, though. But we can always use an anvil and change things out later. We're going to probably harvest a lot more. Let's go for it. Unbreaking. Alright, at least it's a long-lasting protection. I think I will leave it here for now, though, because I don't really need it on me at the moment. So We'll save our diamond for when we're doing something where we actually need that type of protection. Alright, yeah. And we'll toss those in there. I think I'm good. I guess the only thing is if I want to check a book and the sword to see what the next enchants are for those. Density. I'm not sure what density is. I'll have to look at different enchants now. There's a lot of new enchants I don't even know about. Alright, so let's go back. Alright. Up again. Alright, I grabbed the boat so we can get in there. And we can go rescue our new doggy. Sun is setting, so we can try to get the dog back in time. Let it sit over there with Ender at the doghouse. And then we can continue exploring the map. We are making a little progress, and we've at least kind of got some of the corner done. And while I don't have the dog, we should probably go over here. Although I'm a little worried that if I go there, the dog will be in range and it'll appear in the lava. So I'll tell you what, let's see if we can... Whoop, I didn't want to do that. Forgot I was in the boat. It's going to default to going into the boat chest instead of going into the hotbar. You know, we don't have to set foot on it, so let's just do that. Ooh, a clock. That's an unexpected find. Ah, not back golden sword. A lodestone. That's cool. Oh, and obsidian. Yeah, I'm gonna take them. I think that's the only chest. And I don't see an exposed lava block, so I think it probably would be safe. Let's go here instead. Okay, so that's not in range for our dog. Oh, I heard the wolf bark. Would it say wolf or would it say dog? I think that's... No, that's a dog. There we go. If I leash you, will that work? That feels weird to be dragging my dog across the ocean, but... yeah, I've got the wrong kind of boat. Let's go to this view so I can see that he's still with me. There we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. We'll keep an eye on the leash just to make sure it doesn't break. Now see, I'm not looking at the dog, but I'm picturing dog on jet ski, or on skis, kind of like just, you know, he's up on the skis. Oh no, he's paddling quick as he can. That's a quick dog paddle. He could be a pirate dog. He could live on there. We can have him sitting up on top of that, light it up. That'd be kind of funny. Yeah, let me know if he's a pirate dog. Alright, let's go ahead and get him to base. We'll put him over here with Ender for now. Alright. Did he not make it out of the water? Oh, didn't make it out of the water because he went in the boat. Alright, let's get back to first person. Alright, break the boat. Grab the boat. Yeah, there you go. So, we're gonna bring you around this side. And we're gonna have you sit. Oh, gotta change. There we go. There we go. You can sit right there. Okay, so we have a new dog. It's gonna need a name. This is a woods dog. So, help me name the dogs. That one's on the list. Let's see. Put those away. We'll grab the boat. We will toss extra things in here to make some space. That too. I'm gonna end up with a bunch of those, so I might as well just keep that for now. Alright, I think that's good. This is going to break. We'll use that to pick up the hay bales until it breaks, and then we'll just pick them up by hand to keep an inventory slot free. Alright, let's sleep. And then back in the boat. We're going to get this map done eventually. So many diversions, distractions. Alright, let's go that away. That way? Yep, that way. And it is nice now that we've put the map here, that base is marked on our map, so we can always find our way back here. Now that we have an XP farm, and 2 dogs, and all kind of goodies. We're enchanting. Alright, I'm going to go out to that little point of the map that's not uncovered yet. We'll start with that. I'm hoping a good bit of this one is in the water so that we can clear it without it taking all night. I'm probably going to make this one as long as I make it. In the last one I did ask for comments of what is a good length to make these videos. Are you good watching, you know, you want these like an hour, hour and a half, 5 hours, 10 hours? I am a gamer. I can't play Minecraft for 10 hours. I'll have to create a little thing for a bio break. I'm not going to sit here in front of the camera for 10 hours without a bio break. Shouldn't have said that, now I gotta go. But yeah, part of me playing tonight is before I started doing the recording for this episode, I was at 170 subscribers on my main channel, and then it went down to 169. So it's like, I hate when it goes down. I'm hoping I get one more subscriber to go back up. And I knew if I didn't distract myself with playing the game, then I would just sit there and watch the analytics all night. So, yeah. Having a second channel is good in a lot of ways. I'm learning skills, and I'm also making it less anxious doing the other channel. Is that... It almost looks like an igloo, but I don't think it is. I would like to find an igloo. Because I think it's pretty much an automatic for getting that advancement for curing a villager. I think it's got the weakness splash potion and a golden apple that you can use to cure them. So yeah, that might be a good way to do that one. And then we can make a boat and drag him back. And he can be our first villager on the island or something. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like this one's, a lot of it's on land, so hopefully we find some good biomes during the process. Still hoping for a desert. I'd love to go into a desert temple. Been a long time since I've done a desert temple. Okay, lots of chickens. Alright, a little bit more. We'll finish exposing that part of the map, and then we can turn to do another line. Let's see, we can turn. Nope, we need to go a little bit this way. There's a little part that we need to finish filling in. Little dots. I think that's it. We're going to go a little bit more just to make sure. Okay, alright, let's turn back that way. I should probably get my sword out. And I should eat. Definitely need to eat. Yeah, I'm looking forward to using up this watermelon. This is not the best food to have brought with me. Yeah, I can get some more steak. Alright, here we go. We'll go this way. A little bit more. Alright, then we can head that way. Fill in this part of the map. Looks like we can get a little bit of ocean time here to fill in some more. It is a little bit more efficient doing the boat parts of the map. Well, I mean, efficient is we go to the end cities, find the Elytra, and we just fly over the map. So we're probably just going to do these two for now, and then now that I like that Elytra idea, yeah, reminded me that is a better option for later. Especially when we're going out looking for like the woodland mansions and all those different types of things. Alright. Interesting little islands. Seeing lots of sand and plains probably there. Ooh, interesting one there. Wow, that's a lot of the portal is still there. Let's take a quick look at that one. Oop, make sure my boat's not parked over the bubbles. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, chest is there. I'm not hearing drown coming after me just yet. Let's go check out the chest. Fire protection, lodestone. Oh, mending. We'll try that out. We'll leave that one there. We can leave those here. Still looking good. Alright. And we'll get our, well, we can just use our diamond pick there. Let's go ahead and grab that gold. Hopefully it's safe to grab it. Yep. And there's another one up top. Let's go down and grab it. Bubble sucked it in there. All right. Any other good things in there? I think that is good. All right. And we need to go that way. All right, looking good. Yeah, so like I was saying, with the short going out tonight, it was doing really good before I started this, but I knew I would just sit there and watch the analytics. Ooh, lightning strike. Am I still wearing a copper helmet? It just feels like I'm a lightning rod. Alright. Alright, well, we'll scoot through here, do as much as we can by water. See if we can make it all the way to the south part of the map. Looking for interesting things on shore. Villages, anything. Alright, let's see. We need to go a little bit more south. That'll finish filling in all of the... Whoop! There's a drown right there waiting on me. Alright, we'll stand here a second. Yeah, I need to go a little south, but I'm going to come back to my boat. Oh wow, and the storms are dark enough. You got mobs everywhere. Yeah, we're not going to stay long enough to fight. Alright, back in the boat. Alright, we need to go... Well, we need to go that way, but not going that way. We can go around that way. Oh wow, just saw a lot of skeletons just spawn. We could toss our bed down and sleep during the storm and it would make it go away, but I kind of want to see what the lightning strikes. Okay, well we got that corner. And I'm pretty sure there wasn't a desert over here, but I don't remember it looking like that when we were exploring this corner last time. Because we didn't. This is actually off of our map. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, let's head back north, and then we will go either continue north or go west. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell where the ocean is from the parts of the map that aren't exposed. It could be all land or it could be all ocean. It's really hard to tell. It feels like it's more land than water, though. Hopefully some good biomes. Let's see what we can find. Alright, so we need to go this way. Yeah, it's going to be dangerous if we try to do this. I may have to put the bed down. And if we're doing water, no problem, but if we're going on land... Well, let's follow the shore and we'll see what we can expose, and then that'll give us a little bit less we have to do by land. It's birch forest, old growth birch forest. Let's see, I'm gonna hop out just a second, and then I'm gonna hop back in real quick. Aha, you only got the one shot on me. Yeah, I was expecting to get shot again as I said that. Alright. Here we go. Does this continue out, or are we getting landlocked over here? If it goes, wow, yeah, it's getting kind of dark. I guess now it's nighttime with storm. Let's see. Trying to navigate this. Hopefully you can still see everything okay. I know it's really dark. Just to have, you know, better quality of things for you to watch, I may have to go to land here. You know what? It's been a while since I have made a quick little overnight spot underneath here, and that is a perfect entrance. Alright, let's grab our bed. That is actually a safe mushroom. Well, until I put my head to where I'm gonna... There we go.
Respawn point set.
And we have a nice little mushroom house. With a, look at there. You can't even get me. Wow. I figured he would be able to hit me once I hit him, but no. Yeah, I love doing a little mushroom house. And, you know, since it's Minecraft, you can actually get rid of the stem, and then you got a 3x3 house. Alright, and then we just back up. Storm's over, and we have a nice little overnight adventure in that little mushroom. I like it. Okay, so kind of thinking we just keep following the river here. Let's see where it takes us. Pretty sure that's not safe there. What is over there? Okay. Not too bad. Except for the creeper that's wandering around. Okay. Let's see. I think that's about as far as that goes. Let's see what's this way. Little river cruise. Okay, that ends there. Dark forest. Is the dark forest where the woodland mansion is? If so, we need to go to that part to look for it later. I like the woodland mansions. They're kind of scary, but they'll actually get us, I think, a couple of advancements. I think. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright, that's the same? No, that's a different bamboo forest than we were at before. Okay. There's a bunch of sheep on the land there. Nice. Trying not to wreck our boat. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of water here that we can go ahead and expose on the map. Let's go ahead and get closer to shore, run around the edge of it. We'll expose as much map as we can. Sun's looking good there. I'm wondering if there's pandas over there. I'd love to see a panda. Okay. Alright. You want to peek around the corners when you're doing boating like this. That looks like where I could just take the boat right into that cave. I don't know that this is safe. Yeah, that's a waterfall. Let's park and look. Oh, very nice. That makes me wish I had a elytra. Alright, and the waterfall just goes to there. Lured him out. Yeah, that's a nice contrast. That's pretty cool. It's deep. Alright, back in the boat. And we're going to go which way? I guess this way. Yep. Alright, well, it's a cool little cave there. I really like that one. Alright, so it's about right there on the map. Okay. Yeah, some of this is to fill in the map. Some of it's just scouting out places that are interesting, and we'll come back to them later. Especially once I have elytra. That kind of opens everything up. Alright, we're in the center of the map, opening up a bunch of ocean here. Cows. It's a weird little bit of birch forest, maybe? Okay. Alright, oh, we got... center of the map is ocean. Yeah. So like I'm saying, it's hard to tell when it's like that. I see stuff off in the distance, barely. So it's all ocean. But that's enough ocean. There could be a water monument in there. Yeah, there's definitely something out there. Okay, looking good. We're kind of circling around. Now tonight may not be getting every pixel on the map. It might just be scouting out the rough edges, and then we'll fill in the gaps later. But I'm having fun, so I'm good continuing for a while here. We're still under an hour and a half. And I don't have work in the morning. Yay! So I can play as late as I can stand to stay awake. What is that? That is a lily of the valley. Very cool. I'll grab that. And I'll go ahead and grab another one of those since I'm collecting things. Alright. Now, I think there was something about the lily of the valley, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah, I have to research that one again, refresh my memory. There's so much to this game compared to what it was when it first launched. Well, I guess back in the alpha days, yeah. Yeah, I did watch some more of Co's Quest since I've made a few more episodes. So I was up to episode 19 of his. So he finally ventured outside after he got his little skeleton farm done. Starting to set up a base and everything outside, which is nice. Alright. Well, we got that little island there. We could go try to fill in all of that. I'm thinking let's hit the broad strokes first, though. Let's get this ocean exposed. Okay, so is that the one that I went to earlier? Yeah, that's the one that I stopped at earlier. Yeah, because that's all the sand that was there. So this is backtracking to the islands that were kind of in the distance a little bit as I was going south. Okay. Yeah, some interesting little islands. Now, see, if I didn't find my nice island, I might have had to settle for something like this. But it has what you need to start the game. Yeah, you could start a game with just this and never leave this island. As long as you were lucky with the tree and you got, some more saplings to come out of it. But yeah, sometimes I would, come here with nothing, put a chest over on shore that's got all my stuff on it, come over here and just play with what I find here. So you don't have to start a new world to do those things. And I probably will do a one challenge within this series if I keep playing it long enough. Just because I really enjoy doing those, and I'm sure I'm going to have one of those nights where it's just, there's not a specific thing we're working on, so let's just choose a chunk and start digging. We'll see what we do. And I'll do the same thing. I'll get rid of all my stuff. I'll start with just, just me. And we will just play with what we find in that chunk. But we have a lot of things to do before then, so I think it might be a little while before I go that route, but it is an option. Alright, because I am definitely having fun doing this. I'm so glad I decided to do a Minecraft series on this channel. Put this off for so many years. It's so amazing to be doing it now for real. Alright, looks good. It's nice being able to take these rivers in to explore the map around land. Because I'm pretty sure we've connected everything to the west. There's like a tiny little bit right there. Yeah, let's go get that part. Let's see, yep, that way. And keep an ear out for anything in this area. It is starting to get dark, so we don't have long to do this before we put down a bed. Yeah, see if we can get to the top. And we'll, I think, uncover the rest of the map for this island, or yeah, I guess it's an island. Yeah, we're gonna get to the top as the sun sets. Let's go ahead and get our bed ready. I think it's the leaves I keep hearing. I keep thinking I'm hearing a spider. It's a weird little structure up here. Alright.
Respawn point set.
Here we go. Okay, got our bed back. Let's go ahead and get a couple of watermelons real quick. Okay, but this area is clear. Should have grabbed my boat. Now I'm gonna have to get back to the same spot where I went up to find my boat. Let's see, I think we have a path down if we're careful about it. I spoke too soon. Got to take a little bit of injury. Yeah, still full. Think I'm heading the right way? This feels like the right path. Yep, there we go. There we go, back in the boat. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and fill that part in. It's just a little bit there too. But I'm gonna grab my boat this time because I don't know that I'm coming back this way. Okay, so we're heading north basically. I think there's a path through that tree. Here we go. There's not a path through that tree. There we go. Okay, straight ahead. Well, close to straight ahead. Yes, it's the sound of the leaves. I'm not used to that sound. That's new. Now, is there a use for the leaf litter other than composting it or something? I don't know what you do with it. We have to go all the way to the shore. There's just a little bit up that way. Nice. Got a view of the ice again. Yep, yeah, we gotta go all the way to the water. There's a few dots there. We go. Uncovered those. I think we missed a little bit that way. I think we need to go over into the ice. There's a little bit at the edge of the map, but that's close to the base, so it's easy enough to come back for that. You know, anytime we're at that base. We are close to our base. Should we hop up there and drop off some of this stuff? I mean, the best answer is no, but am I going to do it anyway? Maybe? Oh, deep ravine. Let's see what we see. And there we go. I don't see structures, and so I think I can pass on that for now. Don't have to explore down in there at all. Alright, let's continue onward this way. That was kind of cool. Like the logs on their sides. Going up. There's that one. Alright. Yeah, keep looking at the map. Gotta pause every now and then, take a good look at it. I'm about to be out of hunger to be able to sprint. Alright, so I'm gonna go this way a little bit. Hello. Yeah, we got cows. Could be eating steak. Alright, I think we're good there. Go this way a little bit. Oh, look at that. Okay, yep. Not gonna go down there for now. Old growth birch forest is kind of cool. Alright, let's jump on the tree, take a look around. That's a neat little island. Check out the little island over here real quick. That would be a cool place to start. Just as a little island starter. Don't see this type of biome for a little island. You even have, you know, bed material right there. You got food, you got a cave. Let's light that up a little bit. Just want to see what's in here. Okay, it's not much to it, but it's a nice feature if you were starting on an island. Yeah. You start growing something, breeding the sheep, have all the food you need. You got mushrooms. Yeah, this would be a cool little just live on an island kind of game right here. I like it. And it's right there, almost in the center. Okay. Let's grab the boat. And I think we'll go out to sea, see what we can fill in. And a little bit that way. There we go. All right, let's fill this part in. And south. Okay, a little bit more that way. There we go. Yep, let's go ahead and get those dots out of the ocean part of the map. Yeah, we've been to that island. That was another one to be a good starter spot. Okay, one dot. Got it. Okay. I think right there is where we want to go. Yeah, it looks like a sunken ship, maybe? Yeah, like right there. Could be a sunken ship. I'm not sure yet. See what it looks like when we get closer. Yep, paddle, paddle. Alright, well, I got some lights in the water over there. Yeah, let's veer toward that and take a look. Okay, yep, that's definitely a structure. That's cool. It's like a little castle under the water. Alright, let's center the map. Alright, we'll come back to that sometime. And the nice thing is, since I'm recording this, I can make notes later from the video. So, yeah, I don't have to try to make note of all that. I can just watch the video next time. This one may be coming out tomorrow. It seems like the thing that kind of delays me getting them out when I do these, it uploads quick and everything. It's just to do the subtitles so that I can generate chapters and stuff with AI easier. I have to wait until it generates the language, which it does pretty quickly. It's usually ready by, tomorrow morning if I upload it after I record it tonight. And then there's some lag before it goes from the published generated language. There's a cool ship over there in the water. Yeah, there's a little lag between when it goes from that to the subtitles being completed. But I'm thinking it gives you the option of copying the text as opposed to like the time-stamped dialogue kind of thing. So I may be able to copy and paste it to speed that process up. I'm going to try that next time. So again, learning YouTube skills by doing these videos that'll help me on both my channels. So that's the plan. It's kind of like using the AI has been like a huge help with learning more about YouTube and like the SEO stuff and thumbnails and titles and all the things. So I think it's really sped up the process of me learning how to do a YouTube channel. We're going to do the fortune on this. I need as much as I can get right now. Okay, and we got some more over here. But yeah, I think using the AI has really sped that up because I can generate things. I have more time to make more videos. The stuff I'm making, I think, is better, so I'm learning better habits. Probably some bad ones too, but and it's definitely not a good thing to rely on it to do everything for me, but it is a good time to be starting a YouTube channel because you have better tools and resources than, if I'd started 5 or 10 years ago. I would have had to figure out a lot of stuff on my own with, nothing to kind of give me that little boost. All right, let's go ahead and sleep here.
Respawn point set.
There we go. Stony Shore. Grab a bed. Get our watermelon slices ready. We'll eat some more of those. Go ahead and toss those in there. I think that's a small thing too. Yep, good. That's a lot of those. We'll hold off putting that away. All right, we are here. I should grab my boat. I don't know if I'll be coming back to this spot. Okay. All right, so we are right there. So if we go this way, we can get that little, I don't know, little part that sticks out with the dots. Plus, it looks like that is a biome that I want to explore because I said I would love to see pandas. And nope, I think it's a pig. I was getting excited. I saw movement, but I don't think it's a panda. I think it's a pig over there. But we will go find out. to be the rare red panda. Pink panda? Yeah. Okay, did we cover all that part? No, we need to go this way. Oh, good. That's where I want to go. Alright, that is a bamboo jungle. And we need to go that way. We could get more watermelon. I think I've had my fill of watermelon for this little jungle, or this map exploration. Alright. Looking for pandas. Not seeing pandas. Alright, I see one dot there I need to fill in. That tree looked out of place. Alright, is that a dot on the map? Yep, it is. Okay, glad I filled it in. Okay. I think I need to go that way if I want to fill in that island. But I think I'm going to go this way and we'll get to the next part to fill in. I'm not going to worry about those islands for the moment. Alright, Picky Piggy. What'd you do with the pandas? I'm trying to listen for pandas, but I'm not sure what sound a panda makes. Well, I didn't see pandas. We'll have to search another bamboo jungle. That is really cool. Alright, we need to go that way. I don't know if that's going to be an option. I think we're swimming forward. Oh, there we go. Okay. It's like I didn't leave my boat behind. There's a bunch of magma and bubbles in that water. I have to be careful with that. Does that go somewhere useful? I don't think it does. Oh, that's shortcut. Gotta go that way. That's cool. Yeah. Alright, so this takes us there. Let's go this way. Alright, waiting for that to fill in. Yeah. That's interesting. The little cave part right there. Ooh, village. Yeah, there's a village over there. Let's continue the south part. And yeah, there's a village there. That's some crazy cliffs. Wow. Pretty. Love exploring Minecraft. You never know what you're gonna find. That's an interesting little, I don't know what to call it. Yeah, well, that's cool. It's like a little cave. All right, I think I'm gonna grab this real quick. See if I can get a full stack to make it worth it. Maybe. That's a pretty big deposit. Wow. Still going. That might be 2 stacks by the time I'm done. Wow, still going. And we finally got it all. How much did we get? 1.5 stacks. Alright. Is there any more right there? Yeah, we'll get that one. Yeah, we got 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, and this way along the shore. Yep. We'll just hug the shore and get as much land exposed as we can. That's cool. I bet there's ocelots over there. And we are heading toward the village. Wow, those cliffs are cool. Oh, it got water flowing. Finally got close enough that the water could flow out of the side. Some really neat waterfalls. Yeah, like look at that. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I think it's safe. Just want to light it up a little bit just so I can see what's in here. It just feels like it could be a drop off or, you know, bubbles like that. Oh, let's get out. It looked like there was something back over that way. So this is there on the map. I've got to go through that. What does that do if you're in a boat going through that? Oh, it pushes you under. Ah! Alright, is it going to go back up? I mean, I've got respiration. Or is my boat up there and I'm the one sinking? Oh, yeah, my boat got pushed down there. Okay, so I have to break the boat. Oh, it's a little tropical fish too. Neat. Oh, that is so cool. Wow. Kind of glad I lost my boat there for a bit. That's worth looking under the water. Oh, those look neat. It's like that little bit sticks up and the trees are on top. From the surface, you don't notice it. Alright, let's get back in our boat. There we go. Okay, back along the shore. It's a neat little shelf with water flowing out the side. Yeah, I've got to come back and explore this. This is really cool with the cliffs. I don't think I've played to where I've gone like up the cliffs and stuff like that. Just exploring it. That just kind of sticks out there. Alright, let's get the water part and then we'll go to the village. And then I think I may go ahead and end this episode, take a bio break, and then maybe make a second episode. That kind of makes sense. Plus, I didn't eat supper, so I probably need to eat a little something real quick. So yeah, I think I'll finish filling this part of the ocean in. Ooh, wow. What is that? Look at that. That is so cool. That feels like a sunken city. Is this archaeology brush kind of thing? Oh, and there's a ship. Wow, that's cool. Oh, yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is one of those that you want to brush everything and get everything here, but you're constantly defending yourself. Keeps it exciting. Alright, we're not gonna go in there yet. We'll save that for when we're actually covering this area. Is that a Zaudelus? It looks like a Zaudelus without a rider. Yeah, I think it is. Alright, well, let's make sure we don't have to deal with that in our boat right now. Alright, and turn to that. There we go. Nice sunset across the ocean. Very pretty. Yeah, I think I mentioned on one of the episodes of like the first time I looked at Minecraft back when it first came out, it's like, why would anybody want to play that just weird blocky game? Because I mean, that was like when graphics were starting to get really good for video games. You were getting like where you're actually playing like VR kind of things. And then, yeah, this crazy block game comes out. I put off playing it, and then I went to like the Minecraft.net site, downloaded the little trial thing, or I think it was like limited. I think you got like 20 minutes of play or something like that, and then it would just, you couldn't do anything past that point. You couldn't really make saves and come back to it. You played it, and then you played it again. It was just a nice trial version. But I played that so many times. It's like, yeah, I've got to get an account, and yeah, I've got to play this game. All right, there's the church. Got a brewing stand. I'm just going to leave my boat there. That's a good spot to find it again. Let's find a nice bed somewhere. Or I guess a place to put my bed down. Why don't we put our bed down right there. Gonna sleep in the bed.
Set.
Got a respawn set. Hi, and look at that. Get to watch a skelly burn up right outside. Alright, and I'm going to stop right there. Let's go ahead and pause it a couple times. Make sure it saves everything to the advancedly. Okay, so for tonight, the episode 20, we did the sticky situation, the wax off, we got the power of books. We got 3 advancements done. We're working on our second map, so we don't get the golden apple yet, but we did name a dog. Ender has a name now, and I've got the name tag for the zombie nautilus. Our Zautilus is going to have a name, and we got a new dog. So we have a woods dog that's going to need a name that's back over there with Ender. So I think we've made a good advancement for, we're at 45 of 126, so making progress toward getting all the advancements. Not going to be anytime soon. There's a lot of them. I don't know even how to get them, much less how long it would even take to get them. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this for a while. So go ahead and subscribe. Come back for more. I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. Take a little break. Come back and record the next one. So I'm going to be wearing the same thing. All right. Well, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. And stop.